All right, the longer I've been making these videos, I just see massive problems. One of the biggest problems that I'm seeing is like guys don't understand how they're giving their value away and losing a lot of leverage. And one of the ways is just over communicating, whether that be in person or through the cell phone. So today's video, I'm showing you how you lower your psychological perceived value in women's eyes when dating her. This is all of the little things that you're doing that you probably don't even notice. And I'm going to give you a lot of clarity that shows why she's leaving you, why she's pulling away, why you're not able to retain her interest, and really why she ends up not even respecting you by the end of it. The fact is you are not showing value internally. And I'm not talking about externally, I'm talking about internally, the root, almost like nature of who you are. This video will explain everything. Now, this is the exact message from one of the guys in my community. He goes, "Your program content community is the best, Casey. I have been here for a few days only, but the changes that occur mentally inside me every day are insane. Thank you so much." That is the exact message. If you check out my community, I am helping men learn, understand, and master the language of women so that way she no longer desires to pull away and leave you. I am genuinely helping these guys at the highest level. So after today's video is over, go and check that out below. I know that it can help you. Okay, so now we're diving in. How you lower your perceived value in women's eyes when dating her. So the first thing that you have to know is the cell phone reveals almost everything she needs to know about you and your interest level and your sense of self-worth in the relationship. She can get a good estimate on how you view yourself simply through the cell phone. Now, the cell phone also tells her who has more leverage. This is the funniest thing about this because most guys overqualify themselves, over text message, use too many words, and talk about way too much random stuff, which just makes her go, I don't really want to talk to him. So this is my own personal belief. Okay, I personally believe that in 2025 and even years into the future, mastering cell phone communication as the world has more apps and more digital communication channels, mastering cell phone communication is probably one of the most crucial elements needed to truly have a good dating life and retain her interest. So let me give you an example. I see this all the time. Okay, literally all the time. I've been making videos like this for years. I will constantly see like assertive, masculine, driven men who have life purpose and life goals, okay? I will watch these guys every single time. They will lose out on relationships with women, okay, to even guys who maybe, let's say, have lower tangible dating value, okay, all because of the cell phone. He doesn't know how to actually communicate properly. This is going to be one of the biggest issues because guys give away too much attention, too much validation, and a lot of times she just thinks you don't have any options because of your willingness to communicate. She will constantly go, why is he not doing something else? Why is he not on his purpose? Why is he not doing this? Why is he not doing that? Why does he want to sit and text message me so much or call me so much? Even if at first she likes it, you got to realize there's always going to be that what if factor. And the what if factor is, what if he's attached and this is a man that I don't want to be with, is what she's going to be thinking. So I'm going to break all this down for you, okay? Way number one, or the number one way how you lower your perceived value. This is the very first thing we need to address. You needing the cell phone for added relationship reassurance, okay, that she still wants to talk to you. So it's like, let's say you guys talked on the phone, and then a certain amount of time goes by and you feel the need to update her and say, just made chicken breast and green beans for lunch. You feel the need to say that because you need reassurance that she's still there. This goes deep into the root nature of value and how a man actually perceives himself. This is why I'm telling you, the cell phone will reveal a lot of this naturally, and she can literally get a read on how you view yourself and how you view her simply through the cell phone. So this goes deep into the root nature of value and how that man perceives himself. So the main factor to consider is this. If she needs cell phone, text message, and call reassurance from you, great. She wants you to be the strong one and not need those things, which allows her to actually feel as if not only she has a good feminine and masculine dynamic with you, but she genuinely feels like you're strong, so you're actually satisfying hypergamy. So you not needing random communication shows her, hey, he's doing something with his life. Here's what you're going to find. Majority of the women who've left you in the past would have probably never left you, okay? Or that probably would have never happened if you had just a little bit of patience. But the problem is your emotions probably got the best of you and you got nervous. And as that nervousness kept going up and up and up and up, now you over pursued through the cell phone. This is probably what happened to you, because this is what happens to majority of men. So this is the first thing we have to address. Now, way number 2, okay, or the second way, how you actually lower your perceived value. I will show you. Saying more words with added follow-up communication in hopes for more clarity around your words. Say that one more time. Saying more words with added follow-up communication in hopes for more clarity around your words. So you think if you over-communicate and you give clarity and context, that it's you being respectful or it's you showing a good amount of consideration for her in the relationship, when in reality, she just sees you over-investing for absolutely no reason. If 5 words would have done perfectly, there's no need that you had to say 12. So this is what I mean. If you don't believe me, some of you, or some of this, okay, some of this stuff you are probably doing and you don't even see it. A low-effort communication text message, if you guys were meeting and you wanted to drive, would just be something simple. Come ride with me. Or I will drive us. I will drive us. 4 words. Very simple. This is rooted in value and certainty. Now, a different guy saying, you should come and ride with me. It might be easier than driving separate. That's 14 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So look at that example. Down here, you used 14 words when in reality, just 4 words would have done the job perfectly. So when you over-communicate, she feels your fear. She feels that you're scared to lose her. She feels like you have the need to over-explain yourself, and now she pulls away and leaves you simply because you are trying too hard. Like, when you keep things simple, it shows that you're moving at a pace that's more effortless, and women will respond better to you and respect you more. So way number 3, or the third way that you lower your perceived value, would be needing to respond to multiple things, or feeling, right? This is all a feeling. You feel the need to respond to a bunch of different things for no reason, or you feel the need to communicate on a bunch of different platforms. So let me give you an example. Let's say she messages you and it's a few lines, or let's say it's a few lines or it's a small paragraph that she sends you. So let me give you an example. Okay, let's say in this paragraph, if the second line was most important, the dude replying who understands female nature is just going to comment back on what's needed. The guy who lowers his value line by line feels the need to respond to all of this for no reason. And she sees that. I have even seen other guys, they will actually send a similar length paragraph just to show the same amount of investment, because they fear that if their text message is too short, it's not good enough. So guys who make these mistakes, they tend to just start to drive their value down to 0, and then you'll end up just turning her completely off, and her emotions will gravitate towards a different guy. So another thing you need to know is that there's absolutely no need to communicate on multiple communication channels. So this is another huge mistake guys make. This is another huge mistake that guys make, and they don't even see it. It's like they think that they should text message her and call her and now keep up with her on this social media app and now this app, and now they use this app too, and then all of a sudden they're using, this app to send pictures back and forth and talk about their day. And then she looks at all this and she goes, wow, he has way too much time. Why is he talking to me on all of these platforms? You have to keep things simple. If you don't make things simple, you are going to lose out on every woman that you actually wanted to date, or almost every single woman that you wanted to continue seeing. She's going to start to get turned off. And the funniest thing about this is if you ask her why, she might not even be able to tell you all these things, because it's really just a feeling. And she might go, well, I don't know, I just don't really like him. She'll keep it that simple. Keep that in mind. Now, another huge mistake that a lot of guys make is they talk about the past. And they'll talk about the past regarding good feelings or good experiences that they've had with that woman. Oh, remember when we went here for brunch? That was so fun. Remember when we went on vacation here? That was amazing. Remember last week, or remember 2 weekends ago when all of a sudden we went to that concert? Oh, that was so much fun. That made me feel so good. We should do that again. You have to realize these are the things that she should be saying to you. Okay, because you have to remember this. If she doesn't want to keep having good future experiences with you, she won't. So let her think of all these things on her own terms. By you saying this, all this does is this basically just signals, hey, I really like you, and hey, I keep thinking about all these past amazing experiences that we've had together. But this is another terrible thing, and here's why. It takes you out of the present moment. When she sees that your mind is not right there, centered in the present moment, you'll notice a decrease in attraction. You want to be centered and present. You want to only talk about the now, right now. Me and you right here, right now. This is what's important, is this small time that we have together right here, right now. Anytime your mind goes and thinks about the past, she's going to see an investment level that she didn't know that you had that does potentially turn her off. When you talk about the present and you're only focused on the things right here, right now, that is the things that matter. Okay? So if your mind is thinking about things about the past, you have to understand this too. She sees that you're putting in effort, because it takes effort and a certain level of attachment or investment to even have the mindset to want to think of those things in the first place. So don't do it. Just focus on getting very centered and very present and enjoy the moment that you have with anybody, right? Not just the woman that you're dating, like literally anybody. Focus on the day that you have that's right here in front of you. Okay. Now, I want to conclude this video by saying this. All of the things that I just described here is to show up better as a man with a better level of masculinity, so women see that you have value. So to women, these are the things that represent value. When women talk about things like confidence or charm or I feel the spark or we have good chemistry, when she says these things, this is what I'm talking about. It's the root of who the man is. That's what's important. Not the fact that you drive a specific car or have a specific watch. So when she says, oh, he's so confident, or I like a man who's confident, when she says that, it's because she understands that that cannot be like purchased or just like made up for through something materialistic, because it's the root of the man. So it's almost internal, right? It's like what she's saying is basically like, I like the root of who he is. It's genetic, right? Like his genetics, who he is, the way he talks, the way he communicates, the way he is, the way his mindset is. These things are very important. So what is this man made out of is really what she's asking. Like, what is this guy made out of? Who is he on a deep down, like individual level? Because here's what you have to understand. She wants the root of who you are, and that cannot be made up for with money or status or anything like that. That is superficial, or that's materialistic, external status metrics that has nothing to do with if you understand how to display yourself properly. So that's what I'm teaching you in this video. That's why it's so important you learn, understand, and master the language of women. We have an entire community where I am helping men do this. So at this point in the video, I only advise you to do one thing. Go and take that next step. Go and copy paste this process into your dating life. Go and actually get results. Go and do this. Go and actually see all of the other guys in this community using this process. When you start to learn, understand, and master the language of women, think of it this way. Instead of just doing everything in your dating life randomly and leaving your results up to chance, or just saying, oh, if it happens, it happens. If I get a good result, I get a good result, and that's it. I'm just going to leave it, up to chance and just hope and pray. The amazing thing is that I already put in the hard work for you. You can literally see this process, copy paste this process into your dating life and start to go and use it. Go and check that out. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.